for the last 2.5 to 3 years, we have this futsal sort of phenomenon in Kona has been growing at such a rate that we've basically outgrown the facilities that were available to us through Parks and Recreation or on our own. So we kept getting so many kids participating. We knew at some point we were going to have to find our own facility. So this is kind of how all this started. Futsal is like a very organized sort of version of 5v5 soccer played on a hard surface like you see here. I think really truly what we have is more of a street soccer, I would say, culture. We're moving towards playing real futsal in the near future, but right now I would say it's more street soccer, creating an environment where the kids can really connect to the game, grow a love for the game, and become very skillful players.
Futsal is played open run style. There's no actual set clubs. Everybody's welcome, it's free. It's open to all the kids in the community, all the different age groups, and you can actually see we have a lot of kids as young as 7 years old, playing with kids all the way up to 16 years old or even older.
What we're trying to do here is create an organic environment where anybody that wants to come can play.
Everybody gets a shot. It doesn't matter what team you play for, what your economics is, everybody's welcome to play. And these guys will play 2 to 3 hours a day. There's no pressure on you. There's no coaches telling you what to do. You set it up and it's just free. It allows more creativity, sometimes even in regular grass soccer where you're constantly being coached. Futsal is more freedom of expression.
But when it comes down to it, a kid just wants to play, man. They want to roll the ball and enjoy themselves and connect to the game and love it.
Futsal is just like a different level of soccer, I think. It's just so much quicker because of the hard pavement, so much easier to move the ball because you can use the bottom of your foot so much more. And futsal is just pure expression, I think, personally. I've seen it in myself and many other kids, just how much it's boosted my technical ability.
I think it's like a good way to develop without being like feeling pressure or anything. So you get to play with like a lot of different age groups and it's fun. Yeah.
Really what brought us to this is just the benefits we saw not only to the kids in the community as players, but when the family started to grow and the benefits it brought to people, and from there it just went from there.
It's probably the single thing in all the years I've coached that I've seen have improved the foot skills of the kids more than anything else. The game is played at a quicker pace. So it forces you to make quick decisions and actually handle the ball a lot better in tight spaces to get in and get out of trouble.
I feel like a soccer culture becomes a pillar in the community. It helps hold up the community. It breathes life into the community. But I think we started as a community, but I feel like we're becoming a family. And we openly accept anybody else into that family, and it's a welcoming environment. And there's a place for everyone.
This court was run down for years. I used to play basketball here growing up, and the courts are left, unattended, and they kind of, fell by the wayside. So we're slowly trying to redo them. We're trying to earn money to resurface the courts. As you can see, there's a lot of patches, a lot of cracks. We want to get a new coating for the court, so it's easier on the kids' knees and easier on the body. And the other thing we need here is lights, so the kids can play. Where we play now on the basketball court, we're usually there at 8, 9 o'clock at night. Those are the two big things we really need, is the courts resurfaced and lights.
It's just amazed me, the ability for a community and a family to come together, and I've said it before, creating something out of nothing. It's like, I've learned a lot from this project. It's often a cliche that you hear is that anything's possible, but this whole thing, the last 3.5 years, have taught me that anything is possible. And I hope the kids that are part of it, even the adults that are part of it, I think it's a reminder that if you really want it and you get a good group of people around you, you can make massive changes. And for me, that's been something I'll never forget.